Welcome to Lock and Load Podcast. My name is Josh.
And I'm Michelle.
We talk to you about Connecticut's UA issues, although we are not in Connecticut.
No.
We are in Louisiana, New Orleans.
And it is hot.
And muggy and loud.
Awesome.
Hopefully you guys can all hear this well. We got my nice little fuzzy mic here that is working. And we are directly on Bourbon Street because Michelle's insane when we booked this.
I had to have a balcony. I'm Bourbon.
Yep. We probably will end up doing a podcast from the ship too, at least recording. So maybe Melvin will be another guest star.
That'd be
right?
awesome.
The Alaska one.
Yes, that would be great. That would be great.
So today we're going to talk about Louisiana and gun laws versus Connecticut while Matt is in the background having snacks and Logan's reading a book over here.
Yes. Yes. I feel naked. I have no gun. I feel very naked.
So definitely on that. Driving through here, the best comparison I can have here is it's New York City population with worse streets.
Well, very, very narrow because you don't have the wide. Yeah, because it's old. This is old.
And people just walk.
Yes, and they just walk in front of you. But it's a different vibe. It's a fantastic vibe down here. Everybody's been super friendly, at least that I've seen. Really helpful when it comes to where to go, what to get, what cool things to see,
Everyone needs to see your drink.
I have a drink. I have a big drink. Just saying.
It's a lot of alcohol choices here.
When in New Orleans.
So Michelle got down here Wednesday. Tuesday was Mardi Gras.
The last
day of Mardi Gras. And then we got down here Thursday. And we're filming this Saturday. And we're hopping on a cruise Sunday. Yes. By the time you guys watch this, we'll be back in Connecticut. Probably. So come say hi.
Yes.
If you've gotten this far, you either just like watching us or you really want to know about New Orleans.
Just like watching us have fun.
Yeah, so we're gonna dive on into this. So most of you watching probably know our wonderful Connecticut laws, but that we have valid pistol permits there. I'm using some software here, and we're going to go through those laws. So Louisiana is now a permitless carry state, what we call constitutional carry.
I didn't know that it was constitutional.
Yeah, they went. I think it was the what was that day we were looking at earlier? It's a helicopter. I think August 1st, 2024. Recently. So there's no state level registration of guns, no magazine capacity limits, or state assault weapon bans, unlike good old Connecticut. We are, I guess, in free America. It's a lot warmer here as well, which is nice.
Every single location down here in New Orleans that I've looked at and Josh looks at has a sign that says no weapons, no guns, no knives, no nothing. So it's interesting. You can carry, but just not in there.
Yeah, you can, I guess, carry on the street here, but basically every building that we've walked into has a no carry sign.
Including hotels.
Including where?
Hotels.
Hotels, okay. I didn't see ours.
It's been interesting. You know, to each their own. We have that at home too. They can pick and choose if they want you to.
And they're a decently posted sign. They're not like a New York City kind of thing where it's reversed.
Connecticut, a lot of them are not. No, these guys are marked, like heavily marked.
So Connecticut, we obviously lost open carry. You can't open carry in Louisiana. Louisiana is a constitutional carry state. As of 2024, anyone 18 or older is eligible to possess firearm under state and federal law and may carry it concealed without a permit.
Even pistol?
That I don't know. Some places do remain off limits, like schools, courthouses, bars, airport zones.
Which would make sense here on Bourbon that they're all posted.
A permit system still exists, but it's optional and most commonly used for prosody with other states. So there are some states that just don't have permits, but Louisiana does have a permit. And if you are wondering and you're coming down here for whatever reason, Connecticut, it's valid here. So as a concealed carry permit. And has been for a while. Now, we mentioned Louisiana and then we mentioned New Orleans. They used to be a little bit different, right? New Orleans used to have their own.
Stop. It's okay. It's just fine. They're doing their thing. This is Bourbon Street.
So there's a lot of noise out here, guys. Michelle decided to pick a balcony. I have a 9-month-old that did not pick a balcony, but still hear the noise.
Didn't. And I can drink and have fun and have a ball. I don't care. Mine's 21.
But New Orleans used to have their own set of city ordinances.
Yes.
And when they changed the law in 2024 August, they could briefly hold over those ordinances for a short period of time, and then they went away. So there is no different local gun laws, kind of where you see like a New York and a New York City.
Connecticut did that for a while too. Connecticut did it where New Britain comes to mind. New Britain would not allow open carry. And that was a lawsuit CCDL brought up and actually won way before Sandy Hook. So yeah, so Connecticut used to do it per town, like
to the front of your gut.
But used to do it, and then they've gotten shut down with that. But so there are certain states that allow you to do that. But again, like he said, in 2024, they stopped that in in Louisiana.
So a quick little summary. You do not need to purchase, own, or possess a firearm here. Open carry is allowed with and without a permit. They do not have an assault weapon ban or magazine ban. And there is no preemption to local regulation. So it's a pretty pro-friendly to a state. Maybe a little bit proer than Alaska when we were there. I feel like I remember they had some restrictions, some weird little restrictions.
They did.
Definitely more pro than...
I think it also depends on where you are in Louisiana. Because I think New Orleans is they're more not as pro 2A in New Orleans, probably because of just the craziness that goes on down here. But when you start getting outside, like when I went for my airboat ride, very conservative just over the bridge. So it depends on what part of Louisiana you're going to see. I hope you guys are enjoying the background noise.
Yeah, to see the peoples down here.
There's people.
Lots of peoples. Always lots of peoples.
Tonight they shut the street down. They don't let any cars go through.
For the days we've been here, National Guard has been here, fully loaded. SIG P320s, none of them have gone off. That's impressive. And at least one of them with an M4.
They're walking around in their squads of 3, and they're super friendly, great guys. Great guys, glad to have them here.
Last night we were up here. We saw little squads of cops walking around, some sheriffs, I think, too.
Yep. And they've got auxiliary.
Yeah, New York has those.
They've got quite a big police presence, but we're just coming off of Mardi Gras. So there's a huge presence of people, although down here it's usually busy anyway, but especially after last year when the Islamic terrorists came and mowed down, I think it was like 12 different people on Bourbon Street. They've been very careful about this year.
We got our own background music, guys. There are very interesting people here, characters here. I cannot tell you how many times I've said, I wish I had my gun.
Yeah, I feel a little naked.
Especially the later it gets here, towards nighttime, the more interesting people come out. Fun fact, as we're breathing here, you would think the entire population has skunks.
Even better. So they did not legalize marijuana here. However, you walk outside, you get a contact high.
On the second floor. And when I started this sentence, we got a whoop. Yeah. Wow.
Yes.
That's Bourbon
really
Street,
2A.
I guess.
Yeah, not really 2A, but it is Bourbon Street.
Once you get out of this area, not a lot of people. Took the kiddo to the aquarium today. They also had a sign. But there's like a little boardwalk there that was nice. I'm assuming our cruise it looked like we'll be driving by that later.
Yep.
Tomorrow.
Well, the whole Canal Street is all down there, and they've got like a what is it? French Street Market is down there. All kinds of stuff.
The convention center's down there too. Like some volleyball tournament going on. There are a lot of people down there.
You went to the World War II Museum.
World War II Museum was pretty cool. Again, no guns allowed. But there are lots of guns inside. Yeah. If you like World War II, guys, there were very cool World War II guns in there. Lots of them. Pretty nice museum. So if you're coming down here, like, it's not I would go to it out of my way, but we were down here. My dad wanted to go. We went. It's not like a once in the lifetime, you got to go and see this.
The aquarium, though?
It was fine. We went for the little one. You got to see a lot of fish.
A lot of cool stuff?
Yeah. I mean, I've been to better aquariums. I've been to worse
Okay.
aquariums.
Okay.
Houston comes to mind. That aquarium was horrible.
Yeah.
That was like a 3-minute walk through. This like probably was about an hour. And we
Okay.
did not do the reptile area. Like,
Why not? Okay.
we went for the aquarium. There is a zoo. We did not go to the zoo.
I didn't either. I went and I held the baby alligator yesterday. I went on a swamp boat tour. Lots of food. Oh my God, the food here to die for. Turtle soup. Asked, he would not eat it. It was fantastic.
Fun fact about that: I was reading at the aquarium, and the turtles in the turtle soup are bred for turtle soup. They are not random picked out of the
in people's homes, maybe.
Yeah, maybe, but the restaurants.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, okay.
So you feel better about that?
Maybe not. I didn't eat it.
It's snapping turtles.
Yeah,
like,
still not eating a turtle.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
Alligator.
The bites were awesome. They were phenomenal.
Yeah, they tasted like chicken. Did you guys ever wanted to try it and thought it tastes like chicken? A lot of fried food.
Food. And, it's all the Creole, spicy. It's got the sauces on it, the red beans and rice. Oh, my God.
Crab cake we had the first night. That was really good.
Yes.
Did not have the crab cake last night. That was like $40 for it, and I passed. Steak was all right. Went to a very fancy restaurant, basically dressed like this. Yep. Didn't realize it was that fancy, but
it's okay.
It was a block and a half. A half a block off of Bourbon Street over here?
Yeah, and it was great. The steak was cooked perfectly. It was really good. They did a great job. Again, the food here, awesome. I can't stay too long because I will come back looking like a house.
So if you guys made it this far, drop the little like button.
Yeah.
Quick little episode. I'm sure this will be thrown in with a mixture of other episodes. And we will keep you up to date on our pending Connecticut gun legislation that I'm sure will be updated right after this video. Yeah. Sure something's going to happen.
Guys, get involved. Help us.
On that note, we're going to see you guys later. My name's Josh.
Ciao.
See you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Lock and Load Podcast is sponsored by Lock and Load Firearms, Connecticut's #1 rated gun store and pistol permit class on Google. Come check us out, 1573 Merritt Waterbury Turnpike in Southington. Lock and Load Firearms.
Lock and Load Podcast is also sponsored by Patriot Wear Holsters, custom-made Kydex holsters locally made in Waterbury, Connecticut. www.patriotwearholster.com and use code LNL Podcast for 10% off your purchase. Orders available for shipping or pickup at various locations.